My friend sent me your track, something about silence. When I first played it in my car, I had to pull over just to stop and listen to the whole thing. I don't know how it works, but I was in tears.
That's the goal of our musical works, to bring a person into those states they don't usually enter. They live on the surface of their perception. I've been doing music since I was 13. I've been playing and writing songs my whole life, played in many bands, organized them myself, played with professional musicians. I have 3 guitars at home. Maton, here's a guitar standing next to me. If you can see, it's a very high quality Australian guitar that I recently acquired. There's a Martin guitar and a Gibson guitar, an electric one which I play when I need to create a composition with rock riffs. My wife plays the tabuka. Show them.
Here she is, my beauty.
Very beautiful.
We also have several other percussion instruments, such as a classic tambourine, a handheld rattle, and
A harmonica.
a jaw harp. The two of us play jaw harps. Sometimes our music shifts from chill, trance, or rock into these meditative trance melodies. We make compositions out of music that include many different styles: rock, chill, jazz, blues, alternative, music that immerses you in meditation. We use hip hop, we use the indie pop style, for example, or
Reggae.
we play reggae. We love reggae. And we also include the kind of melodies people like to listen to in nightclubs like house, trance.
Speaking of nightclubs, I'll say this. The music there is actually quite high energy. I used to love going to clubs too. And I noticed that after that kind of music, your head just splits from the pain. Well, you feel like you're empty. Why does that happen? Why is it that it's seemingly the same music, but it affects people so differently?
It only works on the person's external perception of reality. But if the same music carries with it a gentle light, a connection with the soul, with love, and the unity that can unfold between us, then such music leaves a long, pleasant memory that does not simply end, but instead lasts and lasts. And these words and melodies continue to play in a person's soul, in their thoughts, and gently accompany them just like a kind angel.
That's very interesting. Could we listen to one of your compositions now? Maybe one of your favorites, for example?
We can show you a fragment of a clip called Angel Goodbye.
I bestowed till the road and the errand was spent, and like light he is gone. Angel goodbye, you have gone to the sky. Heaven has taken you high. Angel goodbye, come back, come on by, back where I never could fly. Angel goodbye, you have gone to the sky. Heaven has taken you high. Angel goodbye, come back, come on by, back where I never could fly.
This track, it's as if it's like it dipped me into such freshness, like from my youth. I don't know, it's something both familiar and new, and I've already memorized the words. Thank you.
It's like the music that was just played conveys something to you that lies beyond words. No matter how much I tell you something, what it conveyed to you is different. This is a song about how people are visited periodically in life by all sorts of people, friends and helpers who help them. Then they leave and disappear from their lives, treating them like angels who were there to help you.
I want to say that we actually make this video ourselves. So here again is our vision, how we imagine the product. Not like some director, not like some screenwriters or editors. It's all done with our own hands. So that's where the exclusivity lies.
Because artificial intelligence has emerged, it helps to arrange our music and translate it into different languages. And in a wonderful way, literally a month ago, we managed to write songs in 20 languages of different peoples of the world.
You just mentioned artificial intelligence. But as for the words, because in the words I heard the soul itself, like this purity that struck me to the very depths of my soul.
You see, it's not like artificial intelligence writes the music. No, that's not it. My wife and I write the music, and we write the words too. We just use it so that it makes us a good arrangement and presents what we play with high quality. But that doesn't mean it does it all on its own. We sing, we play, we write, we record, and we give it the material. Artificial intelligence doesn't work on its own. Someone has to turn it on.
Here, right here between our hearts and the listener, there are truly almost no intermediaries, just a direct connection.
And your channel, Diamanta, that's such an interesting and distinctive name. Could you tell us a little bit about why you decided to choose that specific name for it? Or did you just pick a beautiful word like diamond, because it's a gemstone?
It's quite a mystical story, truly a journey that we've been on and are still on for 8 whole years now.
I had a dream. And in the dream, I'm in some kind of this oriental tent, and I'm looking from the side, and a woman enters into this tent, so very beautiful, stately, with long black hair. She comes up to me in this dream and says, "I am Diamanta." And it's like she enters inside of me like this.
And she wakes up.
And I wake up. I'm like, wow. I was surprised, thinking, what an interesting name.
And at that time, we were at the very beginning of our musical project. And so we thought, what should we do with this occurrence? Let's leave a mark from this dream somehow. It's an interesting dream. Let's call our channel, our group, our creative work, let's call it Diamanta. It's a good name. A diamond or a brilliant is a symbol of the highest level of spiritual attainment. And as a symbol that a diamond, it undergoes its cutting. The human soul must also undergo cutting to become perfect and manifest the light of the Almighty in this world. But this story didn't end there. Liraz continues.
Well, a few years pass, and before writing a book of translations, I'm sitting there compiling a biography of Rabbi Moshe Chaim Luzzatto. I kind of delved deeper, thinking, who were his parents, actually? I look, and it turns out his mother's name was Diamanta. And then I had this kind of, all the puzzle pieces fall into place. I thought, wow, this just can't be.
And this is 5 years after she had that dream. Approximately 5 years had passed.
Yeah, 5 years passed.
And we recently released the album Pulsa de Nura, which contains a prayer by this teacher. And also this composition is called Ramchal.
Powerful composition.
You can listen to it on our YouTube channel and on Spotify. So all our songs, they are for you, to give you those feelings that we ourselves go through daily, to let you feel what those people who are happy feel. We are happy people, we feel good, and we want to share this happiness with others.
So, are you saying that through the music that you write, a person could in some way be healed or perhaps even find the true meaning of life? Is that right?
One can be healed, find the meaning of life, and get new ideas, insights, and it can come in a way that the person wouldn't even expect. The secret is that our music is not just music or even meditation or immersion into certain states. Our music is also a prayer. Through it, we raise our requests, which open channels for an abundance of good, so that this good can come to those who connect to these prayers. We believe that our music brings light to the world. We believe that music will change the world. The world will be changed by music that will extend inspiration, the desire to love, the desire to live for something greater than oneself, to be connected with the creator of this world and other worlds, who gives everything we have, to be connected with him. And we believe and write this music in order to bring it to all people on planet Earth. This is a unique project that no one has ever done before us.
We want to extend this knowledge to the whole world, regardless of what people's taste preferences are.
Thank you very much for sharing such a truly multifaceted and fascinating story with all of us.
Thank you for deciding to meet with us. We are actually presenting a new release on July 19th. This release will be in the Holy Language, in Hebrew. And I would like to ask everyone to subscribe to our channel, add a pre-save so that you receive a notification about the release of our album in time. There will also be a music video presented called Dumia Medabere, which we talked about at the very beginning, or Silence Speaks. Therefore, we will be very happy to see you among our listeners.
Thanks to all our friends. This was Diamanta.